Hey guys, Addict Cyclist back from again another little hiatus here. But just wanted to get some new updates for my S-Works Epic World Cup here on the channel. So this bike that I bought from a local acquaintance had both the Renegade T5 control casing on both front and rear, which is again a very good tire. A lot of the pro teams used it for the last like 2 or 3 years. Usually as a front and rear tire, unless it was muddy, then they would switch it up. But you can see here that the tread design is rather tight. The center knobs are pretty low profile. Nice transition knob with a dual in block design. Again, transition to the side knob with, again, dual block design. And the casing here, the T5 is known to be a little bit stiffer, so a little bit fast rolling. And the control casing does have a little bit more sidewall protection, but Specialized have come out with their race version here, basically to replace their, quote, S-Works line of tires. So the Trak is now replacing the Renegade, and the Fast Track was redesigned with a beefier sidewall, with a tighter staggered zipper style center tread, with a nice dual in block transition tread. So excited to try these out. Wanted to get these on the channel here and weigh them. They are very light for being a pretty aggressive tread tire, in my opinion. But the Trak here in the T5, T7 casing, so basically it's got T5 in the center, which means it's a little bit more sturdy, better for braking. And then the side knobs transition to the T7, which is a little bit softer and a little bit grippier. So as you lean the bike over, obviously you're going to have more and more traction there. So let's see what the Trak comes in at. 623 grams, which is not too shabby. And the Trak, I'm sorry, that was the Trak. Trak. Let's do that again. 623. Fast Track is 642. So the T5 control casing on the Renegade was 650 grams. The stated weight was 645, so there were only 5 gram difference from what Specialized had quoted on the site. But yeah, not too shabby here. So I'm going with a lighter set of tires. Marginally lighter. Again, we're starting to split hairs here, but they are very supple. They use a dual 60 TPI, and how they overlapped them, they say it's supposed to get a feel of a 120 TPI casing. So I guess that's to be determined yet once I mount them and ride them. But I am looking forward to a little bit more of a supple ride. Not that the control casing by any means was rough riding. It was still pretty decent. But I guess the way that they designed these and how they overlapped the casing on the inside, apparently it will ride a little bit smoother. The sidewalls are not reinforced, but again, how they laid the casing, there's more puncture protection in the middle of the tread versus the old S-Works, where there was not. It was a very, very thin tire. It needed to be pumped up pretty good, probably over 20 pounds, because it was very unstable on the rim. It was very wobbly. Unless you had really good air pressure in there, because there was just no side lateral support because the sidewall was just so thin. So anxious to get these on. Just wanted to get them on the channel here, kind of get some weight going here, because I don't see too many people reviewing these yet on the on YouTube. So other than Chris Blevins, of course, but again, that's all marketing. So going to get these mounted and hopefully first ride this weekend. So stay tuned for some ride feedback here on the new 2025-26 Specialized cross-country line of tires here. Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks.